So have you ever wondered why one person can go to a party, dance, sing, have so much fun, laugh, and come away feeling energized and ready to take on the world, while another person can go to that same party, enjoy it, maybe dance and laugh, but when they leave, they almost are ready for a vacation. Go somewhere with a warm cup of hot chocolate and a good book and no Wi-Fi. Just sit and relax and recover, glowing inside. And that either one are just as good, but that's an introvert, right? So let's take some stories. Like Mr. Sam, he used to work for Department of Child Safety. He was an extrovert. He had a social network. He partied, he danced, he laughed. They went camping. They did hikes together. Very, very active socially. Friends. And he was happy with his life. Unfortunately, his sister died. That was tragic in itself, but his sister left behind a little girl, his niece. And of course, he took in his niece. What could he do? And that did change his lifestyle, but he didn't think it was all that bad. He loved his niece and they would laugh together. They did the cultural things that his family had enjoyed before. They continued that, like carving pumpkins towards Halloween season, or the Easter bunny coming at Easter time, Christmas. And he enjoyed all of that, baking cakes together, giggling together, reading her stories. But he was becoming more and more depressed. He didn't understand that. He would tell himself, what's my problem? I have a perfectly blessed life. It's fulfilled and I'm making a difference in my niece who I love, and I'm so happy to be able to be here for her. Well, why do I feel so depressed? And he felt very guilty about that. Well, remember I told you Sam was an extrovert. He'd had a social life. He beamed. Whatever color he was, beamed. And he wasn't feeling that energy. The way he fed his energy was to be out in the world, getting attention, feeding off that energy that fed his batteries. Needed to maybe get a babysitter, have some date nights, maybe put away one night a week where he could go sing karaoke or dance or whatever. He could not hardly fulfill his niece's light or what she would need if he wasn't charging his own batteries. Now let's contrast that with Stella. Stella had a 3-bedroom home and she was content with her life. She was the kind of person that liked structure, quiet walks on the beach, reading a good book with some hot chocolate. She was an introvert. Her light glowed inside, went in. Anyways, she had a 3-bedroom home and she thought, one day she saw a presentation about foster parents and what a great difference they could make in the world and how they were so needed. They were so short of good foster parents. So she did the training, she got licensed, and eventually she got contacted. And they had a sibling set for her. Would she take them? Not one, not two, but 3 kids. She thought about it and she said, I could do that. I have a 3-bedroom home and sibling sets like that are harder to place and I have the room. So she agreed. And the kids came and they were kids. They were fine. There was not drastic behavior issues, but they were kids and they would put the TV on loud. They would forget to put their plate on the counter. He's touching me. He's looking at me. The typical thing. There was a lot of chaos, a lot of just. And she would talk to herself and she'd say, they're good kids. They're really overall good and they've been through so much and I can do this. But she felt like she was losing something. She contacted her licensing agent and she said, I don't know how to say this. I think I can't do this. I think I'm just not wired for it. They're not bad. It's just, I am out of my comfort zone. I just feel depressed and I don't I don't think this is going to work. And our licensing agent spoke to her for a while and said, you know what I think the problem is you are going to have to put some boundaries. You're going to have to tell those kids, look, when I shut my bedroom door and I go inside, I'm not mad. I just need some quiet time for myself. So unless there's blood or an emergency, let me have that, okay? And once in a while, I'm going to take walks or I'm going to read a book. Maybe when I take you to school, maybe pull over and just listen to the music. The way she charges her batteries as an introvert was these moments of quiet reflection. Those are what an introvert needs. What about your kiddos that are introverts? They might need some time to be able to go into a bedroom that's quiet and just play with blocks or sit on their bed and read a book. They might honestly need some quiet time. They're introverts and that's how they charge their batteries. Or what about those extroverted children? Their energy going out. They get lonely. They get bored. Maybe they need to go to the park. They need to play with the neighborhood kids. And that's what we're going to give them. We're going to give them what they need, right? So we're going to take our imaginary backpack and we're going to think, what color is it for me? And does my light shine out or does my light glow in? Am I introverted? Am I extroverted? So that's the lesson today. Next week, we're going to play a game and I think you're going to be ready for it. So until then, I hope you are able to chase the good, seek the joy, and of course, the most important thing is to know you can do this. You are doing this and you're loved. You're worthy. You're wanted. Thank you. Bye-bye.